What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Clark from Blackstone Labs, and I'm back again with another installment on my YouTube series. Today we're going to do a little bit of arm training. I've had a bunch of requests to show you guys what I do for arms. I'll be honest, at this point in my bodybuilding career, I don't really invest a lot of energy into direct arm training. I really find that if I do, I really tend to burn my tendons out, and that takes away from the workouts where I train my chest and my back and my larger body parts. So we only have so many miles to really expend on these tendons that we have. So my workouts have been toned down. I just keep a fast pace. I superset usually tricep and bicep exercises. So you'll see this as we go through this. This is pretty run of the mill for me. But hopefully you'll be able to learn something to be able to implicate it into your own training, and I hope you guys enjoy. So starting out, I normally start my supersets with triceps, and I really feel like the best way to do that is with a cable rope. It really is easy on the elbows, and I can't think of really any other exercise that gives you a better stretch and contraction. I actually do a variation that I learned when I trained with Victor Martinez a long time ago. I guess it was back in 2014 during the summer, I want to say. Yeah, I did this with him, and I've been doing it ever since, where I'll do it very controlled to the front, and then when I reach failure, usually I'll turn around and I'll do it, kind of an overhead tricep extension. So I feel like I really hit both heads of my tricep, and just the stretch and the squeeze is really incomparable to anything else. Also, like I said, you're not really tearing up your elbows too much. So I just get a ridiculous pump in my triceps before I really move on to anything else. I usually do about 3 rounds of this. I don't like to go too heavy because I really like to focus on just flexing my tricep really hard. And normally I'll just superset this with a standard standing dumbbell curl. I always prefer dumbbells to barbells. Any day, anytime. We're none perfectly symmetrical, and I just feel like they promote balance and they force you to contract evenly on both sides. Some people don't really realize how many tendons attach in your shoulder, bicep, pec region, and they're just curling these heavy weights, and it's just tearing at that area. And there are so many exercises we do that put stress and pressure in that area that there's really no reason to do that with a curl. I guarantee you do it strict and you just focus on flexing your bicep, you're really not going to need a lot of weight. As you see, I'll use from time to time like 60-pound dumbbells. That's about as heavy as I go. Next, I moved into some skull crushers. One important thing to note about these is, again, you see I'm not really using a lot of weight, keeping the pace quick, but my shoulders, I'm using my lats, and my shoulders are locked into position. So I'm not swinging my shoulders around, and I'm really isolating the tricep. I think that's really important. You see a lot of people kind of swinging around. You can really damage your elbow, hurt yourself. And I do like to add the little close grip press at the end to just, finish pumping the tricep full of blood. And naturally, just because we had the barbell out, I supersetted this with barbell curls. Once again, this is an exercise where everyone goes too heavy. I've even known someone who blew out a disc in their back doing barbell curls. Why? There are so many exercises that are going to tax your back, that are just going to, put your CNS under a lot of stress. Your biceps are such a small muscle. Even 110 pounds here for me, if I do it really strict, you can tell it's challenging for me. That's not to say I have the strongest biceps around, but let's be real, you really don't need that much weight. This exercise I've been doing this every arm workout for as long as I can really remember, probably even longer than the row press downs. Just one arm tricep extensions overhead with a dumbbell. I used to go a lot heavier, but I noticed that if I use a weight that's too heavy, I feel like I really just put more tension on the elbow than the actual muscle fiber. Whereas if I actually use a lighter weight, I get a full stretch and then I just flex my tricep. At this point I have a pretty good pump, so it's it's mainly just a flexing movement. A lot of these arm movements, it's really just if you flex the muscle, the weight moves, and that's really how you should think about training. Not lifting the weight as much or moving it from point A to point B. And I superset this with a very strict one arm curl here, as you see. It's almost like a preacher curl almost, because I keep my arm kind of locked into position. It's just convenient, saves time, keeps me moving. So I just do it one arm at a time. So it's almost like a circle. I'll go, left arm tricep, right arm tricep, left arm bicep, right arm bicep, and then back up again. I'll do about 3 sets of that. These have been, like I said, staples for me for a while. One of my arms is definitely stronger than the other. And I do want to point out that last year, as you all probably remember, I did hurt my forearm. I had to take a long time off. So again, all these injuries make you rethink your training, and just be more conscious with your contractions and not throwing weight around like an idiot in the gym. Here's another one that's just an extension and a contraction with the cable. I have my shoulder locked in a position, as you can see, and I'm able to kind of help myself go a little past failure if I need to. I just started doing these a little bit ago. You can interchange these with kind of like an underhand tricep extension on the cable, but the cable really provides some good tension, and I think the cables always are going to put a little less pressure on the joints. So I supersetted these with hammer curls. And hammer curls are another exercise where I see everyone in the gym, for some odd reason, I guess it's because they don't really have to supinate their arm, but they're using a ridiculous amount of weight, and they're just kind of swinging it up across their body. It's really intricate to kind of contract your brachialis, and you really should focus on that. As you can see, it's a very controlled movement, as I'm just kind of flexing the weight up. I don't need a lot of weight to do that. I used to, try to do this with 80, 90, 100 pound dumbbells, but it definitely didn't make my arms any bigger. So train smart, train safe, and get big, guys.